Oh, sorry, I was so concentrated on the misery. Let's play Fused 240. 40? 240. 240. Welcome to Little Place, short indie horror games and can't say numbers. Numbers so difficult. Hula never watched Sesame Street. Anyways, yeah, I'm playing a new game by Mike Klubnika. It's been a while and I'm so happy. I hope you can fully play this. There's been a few comments that it crashes here and there, but it looks very unique, very weird, which is always the case with Mike's games. And yeah, it's a cunning journey through a multitude of most glamorous environments. I bet it is. So let's just go right in. Do we dare? Wriks? I wonder if Wriks is the composer. Do we start? Yes, we started. Okay. Yeah, it's probably Pacific Drive was the game that was really popular last year or 2 years ago. I haven't played it, but I want to in my own time though, because I think it's longer. But it's like a roguelite, words, very difficult. Roguelike horror game, survival horror game, where you basically work on your car and drive through creepy environments. And I guess this is also a little bit inspired by it. I'm free like the wind. I'm not doing anything, by the way, currently. We're just watching, which is fine. I can finally go home. Love the little scented tree thingy, you know, by the windshield. Oh, dude. Okay. So it's a glitch in the Matrix. I hope we're fine. I don't know. There is an overwhelming taste of iron. Oh, we're not fine. That's blood. Your limbs feel numb. Oh, yeah. It looked like we were, yeah, mangled. That's our car? I've been following these tracks for a while. FN. What am I doing? But I haven't heard any birds yet. Am I moving? Am I fused to the... I'm fused to the car. I'm a car monster. I'm Grendel Fly, but Grendel Car. Oh. And look, this is how I move? Oh, this is painful and horrible. I hope the goal is not to get... Were those birds? Sounded like it. Oh my god. Oh, this is disturbing. This is incredibly well done body horror without really seeing the body horror, at least so far. Are we even moving? I hate those bugs. Oh, sorry. I was so concentrated on the misery. They carry off rations and leave a foul stench. Man, I bet we leave a foul stench. Oh my god. This is so pathetic, but in the sad sense, you know? Not when you say pathetic, but rather, oh my god. It's just... I'm so sad for my character. Luckily, there's one left. A bug or a ration? We could eat bugs. Oh god, thank you. But that is the tower. And we barely made it. Oh my god. At least they never go inside. The bugs. I feel like I'm not moving. Oh, but I think I'm a little bit moving. Yeah, I'm vanishing into the shadows. Oh my god. I have thoughts about this game, but I want to keep them for at the end because I have a lot of thoughts, and playing and talking, I don't want to mess my thoughts up. I mean, I messed up in any case, but yeah. Don't want to make it worse than it is. Flashlight red. Okay. That's a lot less disturbing than what we are. Oh, there I am, I guess. Oh my god. Compared to them, the settlers are vile creatures. It is difficult because the layout, it's a lot of different keys that are not, you know, very close together, at least on my keyboard. Sorry for bumping into my desk. I hope it wasn't too loud. But I think that's the point here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to... Ah, we did it. Yet their designs are awfully familiar. The settlers. Nope. Oh my god, this is... Nope. Nope. Okay, wow. That's me? Oh god. Oh, I know what this reminds me of. Oh god. And another thing. It reminds me of 2 movies. And one I don't want to think about now that I see this. Some of you might know. Eating doesn't satiate me anymore. Yeah, I can imagine. This doesn't look like it's enjoyable. When will it end? I can barely think. Why do we have to look like them? Like who? Is it aliens? Am I going to be stuck in here forever? I mean, it doesn't look good. We need to find the surgeon. Oh, we can get extracted. Good, yeah. It will not end well. Look, I played enough games by Mike. Yeah, no. We should not move. What is this? Why is this so big and flashy? Who are the settlers? Was it an alien invasion or just complete atomic breakdown? Okay, we're back again. Is that him? Oh yeah. I mean, if he looks like that, he can't help us. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude, but I can't believe this. Did he die? Oh my god, this is brilliant. Oh, the sign in the background. Vorsicht, Lebensgefahr. Probably Hochspannung. High electricity, high voltage. Yeah, high voltage. Danger, danger, high voltage. When we touch, when we kiss, that's not on the sign. On the sign is dangerous. Or Lebensgefahr means it's dangerous for your life. You know, so it can be deadly danger. Okay, wait. I'm distracting myself. Hey! Oh my god. This is... Can I come towards the surgeon just to help them a little bit? I won't do it. I mean... What happened to you? It looks like the same that happened to us. I had to try again. What? Managed to get myself free and bleed out. I told you it doesn't work. Look at me. I didn't even see them. I felt them. The noise the text makes. Now my lower body is a damn engine. I can't take it anymore. The surgeon will free us. Oh, okay. So it's a friend of us. Who are they? It's in another facility. Oh my god. I know the way. You have to follow me. Well, that won't take ages. Ugh. You gotta keep up. We're almost there. I can't keep up. You're a lot faster. Look at me. Look at this. Look. I'm not nimble like you. Yeah, exactly. It is hard. You're the only one who could go check for birds outside. Oh, because... Oh, you can't go outside. You're armored. I'm all exposed. So it is like atomic nuclear wasteland. The damsel bugs would snatch me immediately. Oh, that's it. Okay. Oh, that's why the bugs... Okay. I didn't know if I would see you again. So the bugs eat the people. You're missing out. The world is still kind of intact. It did look horrible. I didn't even see any greenery, you know, no nature at all. But if bugs are there, I guess. What is that in the background? It looks like a mouth or an anus. Or both. I don't like what the world has become. Yeah, it's desolate. I'd rather stay inside. I mean, inside is the same, but I guess no flesh-eating bugs, so that's good. You take what you can get. What is that in the background? Most birds remain unchanged. Yeah. Do you think settlers caused the flashes? What difference does it make? I mean, it sounds like aliens. The settlers, you know, that's the invasion. Do you see any of them? The Flash? I thought there was only one. There were several. I saw two on the news. Everybody was panicking. The broadcast said to remain in close proximity to vehicles. seek shelter in your cars. And then they got fused. I was already in my car, yeah. The flash was right in front of me. This is so scary. This is genius. What did it look like? Horrible. I was blinded by white light. I couldn't feel anything. I woke up in the middle of the highway. Were you already fused? Oh, tell me more. That must have been one of the first ones. Another one got me a couple of hours later. Okay. I didn't even see it. I was knocked out and woke up fused to a golf cart. Oh, and he managed to get unfused and then he got fused again. Aw, man, that sucks. So the flash is fused. Why did you stop? I can't move. What? Oh god. We're here. Okay, no mouth, no anus. It's just a huge machine. That's not a surgeon. That is just scary. Oh. It looks so painful. This is it. Join me. My turn. Do we want to? I don't. This didn't look like. I mean, it's a horrible existence, so maybe dying would be the best. But at what what are we causing if we merge with the surgeon? That's the question. Nothing happened. It didn't even work. So why did it take my body and not me? Damsel season is here. I heard them buzzing around outside. I'm going out just to feel something. Maybe one will lift me away from this place. It's the only freedom I can afford myself. Where am I? What happened? Oh. I'm stuck. That's it. What a cruel world. Jesus. I keep on moving because I think that's what you would do. You would, created by Mike Klubnika and wriks for the inaugural Fainting Room Game Jam. Damn! That's wild and so impressive. That's the bugs. Oh, I get it. I get it now. I get it. That's a huge bug. Alright. Oh man, I'm just slamming against my desk all the time. Okay. What can I say? This is so impressive. I mean, you always get something amazing with Mike. And the great thing is that the last couple of games were all very different from each other and all incredibly just so unique and impressive, but also very dystopian and sad. And this, I think, tops even... There was one where you played, I think, battleships, but as war version with actual people and tower blocks. And this year, this was so bleak. Oh my god, so bleak. I mean, even Kafka would sit here like, damn. I mean, and it's beautiful. That's the thing. It is not bleak in a mean-spirited way or in a way that's like edgelord bleakness, you know, where it feels like, why did you, that was necessary. This is really, it feels very poignant. I mean, yeah, and I'm thinking about the themes and what it could mean, because it's a very highly metaphorical game, as are most of Mike's games. But one of the common themes is higher powers. So here we have an invasion, settlers. That's an invasion, right? We also probably have some sort of nuclear thing happening. That's why the bugs are so big. That's why it's weird that the birds survive, but apparently no other animals. We don't really see any greenery, no trees with leaves on, no grass. Everyone's fused to their cars, but there's also the information that they had to get close to the cars. So the powers that were and the communication, the main communication, whatever you rely on in such a situation was wrong, and actually put them in these weird, horrible situations. Or it tried to help, but fusing them to the cars, I mean, that created an incredibly miserable experience. And I'm wondering whether this is about war in general and the population of war, because that has been a topic in some of Mike's earlier games, previous games. Because life in war, I can't imagine it. I don't know, and it's wild how I can't even imagine it, how it must be, because it's the weird thing I think about this is that it disrupts everyday life so much, but at the same time you still have everyday life, like you have to go on, and then it starts to become a routine the longer it goes on, to a point where the bombs become something that's just part of your daily life, which is horrible. It's horrible, where death becomes part of daily life, and it shouldn't be like that. So it's a wild thought. And here you have basically a situation where losing your limbs, losing everyone you love, not really having anything worthwhile except maybe seeing a bird once in a while. That's your life, but you still cling to it because it's life, and you cling to life and you hope for something better. Even the surgeon in itself is something where you hope it ends and creates something better, so you strive for something better. And it's very sad. The weird thing is the first thing I had in mind once I saw us fused to this car was not war as a metaphor, but rather aging and disability, because I so often see very old people in my neighborhood that have disabilities where they can't properly move anymore. They're very slow, but they also, can't really look up. So they just walk, and all they see is basically their feet and, I don't know, a step in front of their feet. And that's how they walk to the supermarket and back, throughout the neighborhood. Because to fill their day, they do things, and maybe they have to do their own shopping and everything. And you see them, and they're so slow, and they don't even look up. They just look at their feet. And it's this feeling where you're like, I hope they have something that keeps them, that's nice, maybe even walking is a good thing for them and makes them happy. But when you look at it, and you move freely, you can look up, you can move fast, then it feels, like, I don't want to say sad because it feels condescending if I say it, but yeah, it's impossible to imagine yourself in that position, but of course it can happen to everyone. And I think the same goes with a few disabilities, where we look at, people with disabilities and we can't imagine how it must be to be them. But of course they have a different worldview, they have a different experience of the world, and that could also be worthwhile. Now here, even this character had, outside, to go outside, to look up at the sky, that to see a bird, there's something. And it's a very difficult thing because I can't even judge it. I can't say I wouldn't want to be there, I would want to die, because I don't know. I'm not in that situation. And maybe there is, not in this situation, because this was so highly dystopian. Maybe even in such a situation, you're like, but there's still something, there still is a bird to look at. So there's still a little bit of beauty in my life, and that's why I want to keep on living. And that's why the ending is so, oh my god, it's so fucking tragic, and that, I think, is where the whole theme of Mike's games comes in, because it's someone did this. Someone created this destruction. Someone fused these people. Someone hurt them, So it's not a natural thing of aging or something happening with your body, or, you being born in a certain way, where that's part of you, but rather someone did this to you. So that's why it's tragic that this situation is caused by a higher power, and lets people suffer. And that is at the core of this game, and it's incredibly moving. It's beautifully made. I have nothing negative to say. This is an incredibly fantastic game. It is pretty much art. Most games are art, I always think art is a combination of how you perceive it and how the intent was when it was created. That's why commercials can be art, but not necessarily. It depends on who did this and for what reason. But this, in my opinion, this is art. This has such a strong message, as oblique as it may be. This is so, and it's stirring so many emotions, because for me, when I go through the museum, I go through the art gallery, I'm always like, art for me, I don't have to like it. I do like this, by the way, but I don't have to like it, but it has to stir some emotions up in me for me to be like, oh, this is art, And I'm not saying that anything that doesn't stir any emotions in me is not art, but from that, I'm like, I like this, even if I don't like it, if I'm disgusted by it, or, appalled by it, or I have weird feelings, unless it's like morally horrible. But in general, that's what art can do. It can create emotions and make us feel things, and also make us think about things. And sometimes it might even conjure up things, even though the art piece itself doesn't exactly tell us what. So it's kind of a subconscious feeling where we're like, I feel bad looking at this, but I don't know why. And here I know why I feel bad looking and playing through this, because it's a very sad and bleak game. But still, yeah, it's, for me, it's art. No notes. Very impressive. Mike is becoming one of the most impressive game developers I'm following, just because of the expressiveness and the concepts of the games, and also the way you experience them. Because wasn't he the one? He did Buckshot Roulette, didn't he? Yeah, he did. And then 1,000 people copied him with, lesser games. But yeah, he did Buckshot Roulette, which is so different, but still also kind of genius. Yeah, gorgeous. What did you think? How did you like it? I can't even say I hope you had a good time, because that was a game, right? That was a tough nut, but yeah, I hope you kind of enjoyed it as much as is possible with a topic like this, and see you next time. Also, if you're new to this channel, I play a lot of indie horror games. Most of the time it's a lot more cheery around here, but yeah, if you enjoyed this, also with sometimes inane, silly commentary, but sometimes I do try to be a little bit, analytical about it, and so if you like that, feel free to subscribe. And I promise you, I will never create AI generated Ghibli visuals, because it's just not what you do. It's not worth it. They're soulless. They're absolutely soulless. So subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and maybe see you next time. Bye! This is my self-recorded outro song, so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.